what Derek seen. How about you go back and hire Derek then? And then y'all go against me by myself, and I'm gonna have one Guzman. So what we gonna do? Still be top dogs and not face each other? It just only logically makes sense.
Jermell Charlo, yeah, lines only. Keep running your mouth, keep running your mouth. Jermell Charlo, he lets the boxing world have it, including, but not limited to, Errol Spence Jr., former stablemate, I thought former friend, but according to Jermell, there ain't no friends in this business. If he got approved by going through Errol that he the best 154-pounder, I guess by golly, that's what he's going to do. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, the clip you heard at the beginning, Jermell Charlo went on a little bit of a rant, right? He did a brand new interview with Cigar Talk, and Jermell Charlo, he was calling out names, including challenging Crawford. He said he hoped Crawford come back, Spence, and Jerron Boots Ennis. So he's fired up, and he believes he is still that dude, and a lot of y'all out here sleeping on him, and it sounded like it made him mad. He last fought Canelo, and as a result, I think he feels some people counted him out because of the fashion in which he lost to Canelo.
Spence, we not friends.
You heard that? He said, Spence, we not friends.
Spence, we not friends. No.
Yeah.
We making each other friends. Now, if you want what I'm gonna hold, you're gonna have to fight for it. Now, we offer Errol Spence.
Y'all offered him.
He said, we off of him.
We off of him.
Oh, off. Okay.
We off
All
of
right.
him.
Yeah. All right.
We gonna focus on
The ones that got it right
who
now.
wanna fight. Spence, we not friends.
So anyway, that's news to me. He said, Errol Spence, we not friends. It is what it is. But if you want what I got, you got to come take it from me. And then he says, we off Errol Spence. So maybe because I thought they were cool, maybe he's not going to go fully in. And then he kind of goes on to some other stuff. But wow, what a change of events. Here's what else he had to say.
And I saw Errol Spence recently. He did an interview with Fight Hype where he was saying he acknowledged your call out, but he was saying that he knows what happened in sparring, and he just calling because all the other names is gone, right? Like Crawford's gone, Canelo's gone, and he wants a payday. When you saw that, like, what do you think? Like,
What the f*** you talking about? I was a dog. Nobody handled me any type of way.
Oh, in the sparring?
Nobody
In the sparring?
did none of that they whatever the f*** you talking about. What Derek seen.
Hey, the game needs the Charlos. Their energy is unmatched.
How about you go back and hire Derek then? And then y'all go against me by myself, and I'm gonna have one Guzman. So what we gonna do? Still be top dogs and not face each other? It just only logically makes sense. Put Houston versus Dallas together. I'll come to your backyard because I believe I'm the best. And I'll show you that sparring was, it can be public.
hold on, did he get off on you in the sparring? Keep it real, though, because that's what he was trying to say. Keep it real, Mel.
Come on, dog.
Did he get off?
Come on, bro. Ask him, man. I never got dropped. I never got wobbled. I never got hurt.
So he said he never got hurt, wobbled, dropped, or nothing. And he don't know what Errol Spence is talking about asking what happened in sparring.
Never, nothing. We had great sparring, bro.
Yeah.
He never rocked me, hurt me, stopped me, nothing. What they talking about? I want some money. Nigga, we both getting money. What you talking about? I'm getting money, you getting money. We both got a big team. You in your city, I'm in my city.
Yeah.
Pop your and pop our
Yeah.
See who bigger than Texas then.
Interesting, I saw.
Wow, he said we could battle for Texas then. Man. So in this new interview with Cigar Talk, Jermell Charlo, he didn't hold back. He's been MIA, hasn't really been active as a fighter, and he sounds hungry and ready to come back. And he ultimately answered those questions. Would you fight Errol Spence Jr.? And you guys heard the clips. He said, absolutely. You know, we'll battle and see who the best in Texas is. I'll come to your city because he's from Houston, and Errol Spence, of course, is from Dallas. And he's like, I'll come to Dallas and we can bang it out, pause, and see who's the best for Texas supremacy. Also in this interview, he said it ain't just about Errol Spence. He feels he is the best fighter at 154 pounds, excluding nobody. Look what I embody, you know? He's like, barring nobody, I feel like I'm that one. I'm that dude. And I think one of the reasons, this is my personal opinion, one of the reasons Jermell is coming on so strong is because I feel he feels he's been out of the limelight. His last performance was probably like 3 years ago, losing to Canelo, and he was forced to take a knee, so got knocked down. The Canelo bridge was too far. And you got to factor in, Jermell had more fights at 54 than Terrence Crawford, who only had the Madrimov fight. And Terrence Crawford was able to go straight from 154 to 168 and whoop on Canelo. So as a smaller person, Bud Crawford showed that it could be done. You can be, in fact, the smaller guy and yet and still pull off the victory. So that kind of hurt Jermell Charlo, given the fact that he was a respected 154-pound undisputed champion at the same weight class with many more fights, and he lost pretty much all the rounds to Canelo and got knocked down. So in other words, he came up short. You know what I mean? So I feel Charlo's just coming back hungry, and he has something to prove. He don't like how people have mentioned his name, and it sounds like he's trying to wake up the game. People slept on him because, you know, in boxing they say you're only as good as your last performance. Jermell's last performance was 3 years ago in a losing effort where Canelo very well pretty much dominated him. Again, only later to have Crawford make the same move up and have a different result. So that's why Crawford, at the end of his career, because he's retired now, was reaping all the benefits. Whereas Jermell, he's just kind of been out of sight, out of mind. Probably kicking it with his family, spending his money, whatever. Like, he's been low-key, pretty much off the radar. And that's the reality of it. And I think he feels a type of way because people have been writing him off. Another thing is, boxing is kind of like YouTube. And I know it sounds crazy. What do you mean it's like YouTube? YouTube is not dangerous. I'm not talking about tit for tat in terms of danger. But what I'm saying is, if you're an active live streamer on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, a content creator, any kind of online content creation, very competitive. So many people want to do this. I know I'm a pioneer in this game, but now everybody wants to be people. You got kids coming out of like elementary, middle, and high school that already have it in their mind. They want to be a YouTuber. They want to be a content creator. When I was growing up, that wasn't even an option, right? Because YouTube wasn't even created when I was in middle school or elementary school. So how could someone want to be something that wasn't even established? So with that being said, the game has changed. And the point I'm making here is, if you're a YouTuber, if you were to disappear for 3 years, or any kind of streamer, and I'm talking about even the big guy, it don't matter how good of a streamer you are. You could be Kai Cenat. You know, that's a perfect example, because he said he's stepping away from streaming to do fashion. So you're lit for streaming, but if you leave that world and then do fashion for 3 years, nobody's going to hold your spot. There's no guarantee that you can come back in 3 years and people will still give you the same type of viewership that you had before, because again, out of sight, out of mind. So Jermell Charlo in this equation is like Kai Cenat if he disappears and really sticks to it and, you know, doesn't stream for 3 years. Like he said, he feels he can use his talents differently. so be it. There's always people gunning for your spot. So the next streamer is going to get hotter or new streamers start to emerge. That is exactly what happened in Jermell Charlo's division, 154. Players that weren't even like relevant or maybe not even in the division, like Jerron Boots Ennis, when Jermell was going through, he was a 147 pounder. Josh Kelly just beat Murtazaev. Murtazaev just beat Tim Tszyu. So there's been some movement and there's been some shifting. But I didn't think it would culminate in Charlo coming with the fire and going at Errol Spence. Let me know what you guys think. I thought they were solid, and it sounds like he's not with Derek James either, which we haven't had clarification because he hasn't been back. But he was like, I got one Guzman, and it could be me versus y'all. So it sounds like he feels competitive. The last thing I'll say is it does still make Shakur and Keyshawn look bad because they are trying to protect their, quote, friendship in a competitive sport in the same division. And then you see people like Richardson Hitchens. He was like, I'm cool with Shakur, but we can fight. You see people like Jermell Charlo, and I don't know if they have something that happened, but they were cool. They were stablemates, and he don't seem like he cared too much. So that whole mentality from Shakur and Keyshawn, it really sticks out here. Let me know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. For more boxing news, subscribe. Link me in the description.